A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Myself, Ani Sultana, Assistant Professor, belongs to Department of Management Studies, SNS College of Technology. Today, as a part of lecture series, I am going to discuss the topic inventory planning and control. So, we are into the flow and we are in the second unit, that is our forecasting. And in forecasting, we have around 11 different topics. And starting with the demand forecasting, we have discussed the meaning of forecasting and the meaning of definition of demand forecasting, why forecasting is used and how effectively it is used to assess the raw materials or inventory raw materials requirement. And next we had what are the needs and objectives and steps involved in the demand forecasting, followed by we had the methods, that is qualitative and quantitative analysis. Next we had, after that we had the operations planning. So the topic operations planning and what are the elements required to plan in the stage of operations planning. Next we had resource planning. We discussed around nearly six topics on which six elements on which we have to focus, right? Like for example, like we had identifying the resources, monitoring and control, allocating resources, optimization. We have come across those all these elements. Now we are in the next topic, that is inventory planning and control, and we had a small recap. What is the last topic we have discussed in the video, that is resource plannings, and what is the best method to use the resource planning tools. And today, we know what is inventory, stock, all does it, it defines and gives the same name. So inventory means we are stocking the raw materials which is need for the production. We also call it as raw materials or resources in other name, to stock in our warehouses, and the estimated based on the forecasting method we have studied. So here for example we have inventory is definitely disconnected with the orders, and here we have warehouses, and the forecasting we have analytics, etc. All this circle gives a clear picture of what does the inventory involves. So inventory planning and control, we have the different we have models to study in briefly. We have different kinds of inventory models, what are the we will study one by one in the next slide. So what is to before going into the topic, we have to understand what is inventory management and inventory control. So management is the comprehensive overview of your inventory system you are maintaining, or your which you have adopted in the your production company. But inventory control is the technique within the specialization in regulating the stock. So we have the control of stocks, like for example we use this word, like we have, suppose we have 2 or 3 stages of production unit, where we have different phases of production, we have different processes of production, where we go for, we have to estimate what is the inventory needed in the each phase of production. So there we have control. So management and control is how here we saw how it is differing from each other. For example, we have taken a production control system. Here see how does this inventory planning works. We have demand forecasting. It is required for, definitely it is required for the aggregate planning, and which is involves the materials requirement planning, so which is we all have discussed in the operations planning stage, and shop floor and scheduling and control, which is always also connected with the production. And here the materials requirement planning is also connected with the sales and order entry, and therefore it is also connected with sales and order entry which is arrived from our customers. So customers is shipping and receiving. Here we have inventory management, we have inventory and vendors. So now it gives a clear picture. So what is inventory planning? 80% of the cash flow of a retail organization is typically looked up to the inventory. So which makes up the most significant portion of its assets. So it is possible to avoid inventory. It is impossible to avoid inventory because it enables the business to run the continually. So 80 percentage of the cash flow, it is directly and indirectly it is related with inventory planning. So we cannot skip at any cost of any point of time do, because if we skip it directly involves the, it directly stops the production flow. Next we have demand forecasting, which is necessary in inventory planning along with determining how much inventory to order and when done well, this enables the business to meet demand while spending the less.